If you want to learn how to restore power to an air fryer like this one right here, which is the Power Air Fryer XL, then stay tuned. This video is for you. Today we have a hot air fryer right here. And I was cooking with this when all of a sudden the power just went out in it. And I was thinking, what's going on? So I decided to take a closer look at it, and I realized what the problem is. It's the switch. Now, if you have a hot air fryer as well, and your power is not working, or maybe it was working then cut out, you might have a similar challenge. So I'm going to post a link in the description below as to where I got the switch. I just got it on Amazon, and I just got it in the other day. Have a little time this weekend to jump into this little project, and I thought I'd bring you along for the ride. So again, hopefully I'll get this fixed, and this will help you out if you have a similar challenge. So with that said, let's jump right in and have some fun. I'll do my best with the camera and keep it kind of informal, but I'm going to start out by just plugging this in right here, and this should power up. Now, if you have a similar air fryer, when you open the door right here and you go to push it back in, it should just start up. And the problem is going to be with the switch. Now, the switch on this particular air fryer is, I'll remove the basket right here. I'm just going to set this to the side. The switch is located at the bottom here. And it's going to be down in here, the bottom plate of our air fryer. So in order to get to this, we're going to have to take this apart. And on this particular air fryer, there are screws wrapped around the bottom. It looks like there are 5 of them. So I use my handy dandy drill right here with my Phillips head on it. And let's get these screws off and let's remove the bottom. Now that we've loosened our screws, we should just be able to pop the bottom off here. And this is going to be tethered because the power cord's coming to the bottom here. So you don't need to take it all the way off. You just need to expose the switch, which is up here. Now keep in mind the basket comes in from the front side here, and it activates the switch, which is located right here, where my finger is. And what's going bad, I believe, is this. It's right where my finger is. And again, this switch you can just grab on Amazon. But what we're going to do to confirm that this is bad is I'm going to take our wires off. I'm going to bypass the switch and just connect these together. Then we're going to plug it in and see if it turns on. If it turns on, we're going to know that the problem is in the switch here. So I've just got my 2 wires here, and I'm just going to put these together. And it doesn't need to be super solid. You just need to make a decent connection between the two. Kind of like this. See, maybe I can roll it like that. There we go. So now these two are hung together, and I'm just going to go plug this in, and we're going to see if we get some power. There we go. So the unit is now powered up. I can see it over here on our display right here. I'm going to go ahead and unplug this. The piece that is failing on the other switch is going to be this mechanism right here. Let's go ahead and take the old one off and we'll inspect it. We just need to remove these 2 screws right here. And that's it. So let's look at our switch right there, and you can see it. There's no resistance to it. So again, that's the old, this is the new. So the new, you can see it, you can hear it. The old, nothing. Let's connect our wires. And let's test this out before we put the bottom back on it. I'm going to plug this back in. And we want to activate our switch. I'm just going to push down on it. There it is. Turns on. I'm going to go ahead and put the bottom back on now. Now when I push this in all the way, it should turn on. There you go. Quick, easy fix. Well, that's it. It was a simple, quick video and simple fix to this problem. Now, if you have a hot air fryer and the power goes out on you, consider it might just be the switch. This will save you $200, $300, $400 or whatever you're willing to pay for a new air fryer. I know in my case, when this went out, the first thing I thought was, uh-oh, what's wrong with it? And if you just take a moment to try to understand how various appliances work, chances are you can trace it down to what the component is that failed, and you might find that it's a very cheap, inexpensive type fix. In this case, this part ran about $6. Now I'm going to post a link in the description below, so if you have a similar problem, this switch might be your answer. And just know that if you can change a light bulb, chances are you can fix your own air fryer if you have a similar problem. So if this video has helped you out, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so, subscribe to the channel. It's called Real World. More often than not, I post videos about photography and technology, but you never know. So until the next video, take care of yourself and be safe.